All right. Well, what do you know so far?
I know how happy birthday goes.
Um, you know how Happy Birthday goes. Let me just teach you some things first.
Okay.
All right. Do you know this?
I've heard you play it many times before, but I have not played that myself.
All right. Let's get your. Let's play an F major. Your left hand is going to be on root fifth. Your right hand is going to be on third root. This is where you want to end up. You know how you can do a suspension?
Yeah.
With that, you're going to raise your left thumb up to the six. No, left thumb.
Oh.
But that's going to go with the three going to four. Same thing. So they move together. They move together, and then you come back.
Oh, this is the Moanin thing.
Yeah, we have like a B flat major with Fs on the borders, basically. Yeah. You can do this with your left thumb going up instead to a D flat, which makes it a minor. It's like a minor version of this.
Go.
Yeah. Go back and forth. Let's pedal each one. What we add go like this, and then go up to the major four, and then we'll go back, and then we'll do minor. You can replay the bottom root. All right, sounds good. Let's try this rhythm. We'll go major, minor, back up, major, minor. When I did the minor, I just replayed all four. Cool. All right. Let's raise it up now. So what's higher than the four? The five. So we have our third voice from left to right. A, three, can go up to four with our both options for left hand. And now we can raise them both up. We have the five, the C. And your left thumb, that its options would be E flat or E natural.
E flat.
Yep. Either the E flat or the E go with the C above it. Let's try like the major one first. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start on the one, then we're going to go straight to this E and C in the middle. And we're going to let that happen for 2 beats. It's going to come down to D and B flat, which is our 4 chord. Just like going 5 chord. This isn't playing C major. Wait, no, you gotta start at the real home bass. The middle notes are always some sort of sixth away from each other. Sixth is a very harmonious interval.
They're a sixth in what way? I see.
No, not, but that, yeah, a D flat to a B flat is a major sixth. A D to a B flat is a minor sixth. And an E flat to a C is a major sixth, and an E to a C is a minor sixth. No, but C to C is an octave, so we don't want C to C. We're missing the third. No, that's not an octave. That's a seventh. So certain notes are locked.
This is a sixth too. Okay, the starting is a sixth.
No, so it's going to go from the E and C down to D and B flat. Yeah, we don't need all the black notes. Just E and C down to D and B flat like this. Do you see the underlying harmony, the cadence?
I see it. I think. Do I see
What
it?
is it? What chord is implied at each stage?
Well, this is a major 7.
Think of that like the 5 chord. It's C major. The Fs are just kind of pedaling.
This is like C7.
No, it's just C. There's no 7. It's just C.
Oh, this is C. Okay, this is C7.
Wow.
This is C, like C9.
Where's the? No, that's just your 4 chord B flat major triad.
Oh.
It's simple.
Well, what about the D? Doesn't that make sense?
That's the third of a B flat major.
Wait, I thought we're doing it. I thought it was a C major as a 5.
Yeah, but that was for the E and C. Now we're not on that. Each one is different. That's like your 5 chord. This one's like your 4 chord, and then we go to the 1.
Oh. And this is also a. What is this? Oh wait, this is the 5. This is the 4. Is this just the 1?
Just have to try it.
Is that? Yeah.
It's like a 5 to a 4 to a 1. Just surrounded by Fs. You could do 4, 5 to 1. If you never replay the Fs, they end up just dissipating. So there are some times where you hold them and change the middle, but you gotta keep it ringing. even just that. There's so many songs where the melody ends on the one chord and the melody's the one. That's the F on top.
Yeah.
Even that one you were already doing does that, right? Right there. That could be on your final chord. Let's just forget about the ones that are outside the key of F for a second. Let's just get used to moving these up and down. No, I said forget about the ones outside of the key of F. Repedal each one, and let's replay the Fs too. All right. What if you move the middle notes down?
What chord does this make? B6?
B flat 6?
Yeah.
I could take B flat 6. I'll take G minor.
No.
Okay, what if we go? Do that a couple times. What if you try this? You start with just the Fs on the outside and you go. Start with just the Fs. Yep, and reset the pedal on each one. Yeah, but just Fs. You start with just F, F. You have to keep holding the F though. You can slide on it, but you gotta hold it. No extra notes. Just F and F. It works well for just one. If you do it a second time, you gotta replay this bottom F, the top F at some point, because it's just gonna be all gone if you keep holding it. Yeah, when you play the Fs just depends on how long it's been. If I am ending a song and I go, I didn't need to replay them. They're still ringing fine. Okay, let's do this. I started with just the Fs. Then I went 5 chord, 4 chord, 2. Yeah. Okay. It's pretty killing. We're gonna move it around. All right, let's use the minor ones. So we'll do the minor version of this. All right, we'll still end up on major, but the ones that are minors, instead of using E, we'll use E flat. Instead of using D, we'll use D flat. So it'll be like this.
Say that again.
Instead of E, we'll use an E flat, and instead of D, we'll use a D flat.
Okay.
This is what I call the minor variation. Start on just the outside Fs. Yeah, a couple more. All right, go back to the major variation. Okay. Back to the minor. Ultimatum.
I wouldn't really want to play this at the same time, right?
Well, in this context, it sounds good. Despite the muddiness, it's also less muddy, being that you are not replaying the F, the bottom F at that exact moment. See how it doesn't sound muddy when you do it like that? As muddy compared to just playing the F and B flat?
Yeah.
Because if the F has already been there, and then you play B flat, it's not as muddy.
So if I want to replay the F, the bottom F, then I have to do it outside of the when you play the B flat.
I don't want to say you have to, but I don't see why you would.
Okay.
That's usually the last one anyway, so you're gonna probably replay it. If you're gonna replay it at all, it'd be like when you arrive at the one chord.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Cool. So what did we go? There's so many little variations on this. Well, what if we do we use the flat 7, and then we use the D natural, which is kind of a mixture of the major and the minor. This is kind of like a more bluesy one, because E flat is like the flat 7, but then D is like, it's just think about like F7 or like Mixolydian. If I've already been playing a blues, like I'm coming up on the end of the blues. Something like that. It'd be outside of the that sort of dominant 7th chord blues if I went like, and all of a sudden I have an E. It's like too major. But if I really want dark, I'll use the D flat as well. But if I want just kind of bluesy in the middle, do that. Here's like a bluesy rhythm. Yeah. My left hand's going like. And my right hand is just playing every time my left thumb plays. What? The whole point is you got to change the right thumb with the left thumb. They move in parallel. You can't just play C and F the whole time. So it's like A, B flat, C, B flat, C. The middle, the thumb notes are always a sixth. That's not even a way you got to start with A, yeah. If you start scooping in with the minor third of the major third, it's a little bluesy. So we have this target basically with C in the left thumb, the fifth of the F major, and A the third. And the highest, like that's where we always want to end up. The highest one we have is E and C, right?
Yeah.
This is interesting because the distance between the target and our highest note for each thumb is not the same. So from C to E, we have 5 steps, 5 potential notes to work with. This is the left thumb we're analyzing. We want to end up on C, but there's a way to use a D flat, a D, a E flat, or a D. The right hand is A. So far, well, the distance between A and C, there's only 4 steps. I mean, actually, yeah, 4 if you include the A. 3 if you don't. But there's 1 fewer in the right hand part. 1 fewer note to work with between A and C than there is between C and E down low. As long as it's a 6th, though, it is a contender for this. So we haven't used any B natural yet. What if we started on the E flat and the C in the middle? And then we went down chromatic. And you gotta replay some Fs. So that won't work. You have to start on E flat. What if I'm using the low one? The one below? Remember that one?
Which one?
The one where the notes are below their targets. B flat and G. That's the only one we've done where the thumbs are below their target notes.
Oh.
All right, and not the only one we've done where it's below.
Yeah, this one.
So there's a chromatic passing that could be useful. So I started with no E flat. I started with E flat. Yeah. So here's how I think of the options. Starting at the lowest, B flat and G are linked. They're a pair. B and A flat, if you use that chromatic one, that's also a pair. When you get higher, you're actually at the target where you want to be. C and A. Next up, we're gonna have a B flat in the right hand thumb, and you have the D flat or the D you could use.
B flat in the right hand thumb. D flat and B.
You have D flat, which is dark and minorish. It's like a B flat minor, or you have the major version with a D. So two options in the left hand for the B flat. Now we have the C in the right hand, and we have two options in the left hand for this: E flat or E, giving us like a minor or a major sort of. And I think if you're going to use the B in the right hand, then that needs to be with a D down below. Yeah, and the ones where I'm saying just do these two together, you can like try a different sixth, like so you move the left hand a half step to make it to the other type of sixth, but it just doesn't sound good. So, and I don't use it, so I'm just kind of telling you out of experience the ones that I think are just matched up. So, if you learn which ones are matched up, then there's only two where we have options. Two as far as like what the right hand thumb note is. So when it's the B flat and the 4, we have minor or major, and when it's this 5, we have minor or major.
How am I gonna remember this?
Well, we could create a drill where you first you just do all the ones that are in the key and make some good sounding cadences with that. No, it's not in the key if you use an E flat. You can also use the one below that's in the key. The B flat and G one is in the key. Yeah, like, could be wraparounds. Yeah. And then you just like you have to kind of experiment. So what if I do the half step below? That sounds very bluesy, given that I'm using the flat 3 to the major 3, which is kind of a bluesy thing anyway. And then you just have like there's like favorites where you that's the one where you start with E flat and C. Then you go chromatic. Then you go. You can do that. That's cool. Or chromatic. Chromatic down uses you're gonna end up getting a B natural in the right hand. That's chromatic though. C, B, B flat, A.
Wait, what did you start with?
You start with E flat and C. That's not. If we're trying to do chromatic, then. Alright, chromatic, just down chromatic. That's like a really common bluesy one. But it doesn't have the major 7. You start with E flat, because there's no major 7. Yeah, you just have to look at here. Each option, both paths, and make sure they're locked in. Let's take it to the key of C.
So
Find it. Yeah.
Where do I want to end up? I want to end up here, right? No, I want to. Oh, I want to end up here.
Start with only using the notes in the key, because those are really simple, and you start at the target, and then they either go up or down, but they move together. Right. So when you go one step higher, you get the 4 chord. When you go one step higher than that, you get the 5 chord. When you go one step lower, you get like the 4 or the 2. And already with that, you can do wraparounds. Da 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 or da 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 da. Just do more laps with just the ones that are in the key. Remember, you gotta get the pedal, change it.
Apply this to Happy Birthday.
Because you go. If you wanted to pull out all the stops, it could be just. That's how you end it.
Oh. So we only basically learned the ending.
Well, you know, it's not about the song anymore. It's just about a technique that you can apply to any song, as usual.
Right.
I don't think we're gonna get to Happy Birthday today.
So much to learn.
I can do it right there. A little quick one. Sounds good. But there's all sorts of other things that make gospel music, obviously.
Barry Harris stuff?
So there's a lot of Barry Harris in gospel music with diminished chords. So if you have to master your Barry Harris stuff, basically. I'm still working on it myself. I see some of these organ players playing stuff, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like the contrary motion is insane. Like that sort of stuff. Crazy, crazy stuff. But this is a great one right here.
Oh yeah.
I was doing it low in C, still sounded good. You'd think it might be muddy, but it doesn't. Okay. Let's do it in B flat.
Starting point is.
Set that pedal. Yeah. You gotta explore. As long as you explore within the boundaries.
That was an accident.
That was Bluesy.
Oh, is it because? Oh, this. What did I play? Oh, I guess this is still.
Yeah, that's what you played. You had an A flat, whereas in the key it would be an A natural. It would be the major 7.
Oh, so this is the blues note.
Well, it's the flat 7.
Flat 7.
See, that is a 6, but not one of the ones I recommended. Because you did an E. So the E, that's a sharp 4. The E would only go with the G. That was my But if you're going to use you gotta like put it in a context where you're like passing through the E. See how that sounds like a better usage for it. Well, not when you hold the pedal down, but all Bluesy.
I think that's the interval I have most trouble seeing. Major and minor sixes.
Well, this will fix that right up.
Alright. Okay, so after the major drill.
Oh, like you mean all in the key? Maybe start with flat 7 in the left thumb and 5 in the right thumb. You go chromatic down from there. Okay. And then you have like the all minor version where you do flat 7, flat 6. So it's like.
All minor.
Well, you know how you only have minor options with the flat 6 versus normal 6, or flat 7 versus major 7. So I do this thing. Here's the major version. It's like 5 chord, 4 chord underneath, and guitar. And I just take those first two where I had 7 and 6, and I do flat 7 and flat 6.
Oh, when you're here.
Yeah, so those are kind of like a combo sometimes, where I do all major or all minor.
If you're using flat 7 and flat 6, what do the middle chords make? What chords do they make?
It's like F minor and E flat minor, so like a minor 5, minor 4.
No, wait.
Very nice.
Nice.
All right, E flat.
Should the sound this big low?
Turning point is wrong.
Was that?
Look at the left hand.
Oh.
Doesn't that sound like the one chord?
So low, I couldn't tell.
All right. Happy birthday to you. Da 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 da.
Oh. Wow, gospel.
Yeah. Well, here, I'll give you a little more of the ending. So you can go 1/5. That's all a 1/5. Just try it. Just think simple.
The original sounds off.
Let me turn on my thing. So 1/5, 1/5, basic 1/7, like 5/7, B flat 7. And we'll go octaves, and then whatever you want to do here. Or,
So what was it?
so it's happy, and then on birth it's a 1/5. 1/5. Make it a chord in the right hand, a bass note in the left hand. That's not a over 5 though.
5 is the B flat. So the 1 of the B. 5 of the B flat is the.
No, you just play the B flat in the left hand.
Oh.
And then make the chord a 1 chord. That's what 1/5 means.
Make the chord a 1 chord?
Yep. Okay. What am I
Wait.
what am I saying wrong? What key do you think we're in?
We're in E. We're in E flat. Oh, wait.
Make in the right hand. No, it's too low. It'll be too low in the left hand for harmony. Can you do chords in the right hand with a melody on top? It's not going to work in the solo. Thank you.
Okay, so the left hand is only 1 note. And what did you do after that?
And then when the melody goes F, it's a 5/7. Yep, and then you hit me with the octaves of E flats, the borders, and then fill them in. You gotta do something special with it, though. Okay, just make sure you re-pedal each one. I guess that all is within bounds. But like, if you go to the A in the right hand is going to stick out. So it's best if you pass through it chromatic.
uh,
If you just go there, it can be a little bit like, whoa, what happened there?
so I could do.
Just go up. Just go da da da, and that's it. Yeah. Or like my favorite, you start with the flat seven in the left thumb and the five in the right hand. And you just out chromatic. Da,
This is mostly for like ending ballads, right?
so you can do it really fast.
So if I wanted to end like Moanin with this, or this idea.
Well, Moanin already naturally is composed with that, but when I'm soloing, I mean, well, Moanin's also minor. Well, I guess you can kind of make it major. You kind of solo it in minor though, and then you in the actual head major. Moanin might not be a good example because it's actually it's like too close. Like the composition already uses some of this, so you're like actually less free in how you want to do it. But if it's just like, let's say I'm just playing the blues, so like, so do you hear that?
So how would I do this? So if I wanted to do this on This I Dig, it would fit the. I could do it for the first solo, like right at the end of the.
Well, we'll see. I mean, it's very bluesy. So this idea is more just like a hard bop tune.
Hmm.
I wouldn't like think that this is like the most applicable thing because I you do this a lot on bluesy stuff when I'm really in the blues feeling or gospel stuff. So certainly solo piano or like playing hymns, um, anything kind of churchy. But then I also pull it out on blues or like Doxy. Doxy is a good example. So you're like starting at halfway. This is kind of related to that. But I wouldn't do it all slow and dramatic. It'd just be quick.
I see. Final the tunes that I'm doing for the next show, so I can just keep practicing this.
Just practice it on its own and just play some. I guess you got to start learning some hymns and stuff or bluesy stuff.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite things.
Did you already do it on the? Did we already do it on the? I wish I could be free.
No, we should though. We'd have to fit it into the timing and the tempo. Like that would be a good spot right there. So. But I put it in sequence. I went. Then I picked it up with a gospel 5 right after to send it back to the top. But I did the octaves. I hit the flat 7 and the 5. But then I hit another F at the bottom, and then I hit a low C, and then my right hand did F, B flat D.
Oh, you hit a low C.
Yeah, so it's like. That was like my transition. Well, 5-1 after that. I hit the C and the B flat at the same time. That's just a strong gospel 5. No, F. I hit them at the same time. F first, so you go. F just for rhythm. And then hit the 5. Alright, I gotta run. Thursday?
See you Thursday.
See ya. Have a good birthday.
Thank you.